This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome to DRTSPR show. This is Dr. Tangella Shiva Prasad Reddy alias Dr. TSPR. Namaste, Adab, hello, and a warm welcome to Mr. Swaminathan Ravichandran ji on another important topic. Namaste, sir. An important
नमस्ते जी.
topic, the very important topic. What should we say? When governments become part of some loot, a big loot, as we have seen in cryptocurrency, confused government, it brings a bill 30% tax. What money is it? Weapon money? Drug money? They want money looted out of gullible innocents. Again, the finance minister Nirmala Sitharamanji comes out and says, yes, it is wrong. We don't know what money. But till today, they have not taken it back after our show. At least the European Union was judicious enough stating that nothing, no hidden agenda as far as earnings or taxation is concerned after watching our show. But our finance minister, our union government headed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, are supported by all political parties in India because they keep on discussing. They did not question. Maybe why? The same thing now today on today's topic, online games. Is it gambling? क्या इस तरह हमारे लोगों से पैसा इस तरह लूटा जा सकता है? पैसा ही नहीं, कीमती समय, साथ में लोग निराश होके जान खो बैठ रहे हैं. People are committing suicides because of these false implications of online games, gambling, huge money, big money, overnight. We say greener pastures in the language of economics. Overnight, you want to become multimillionaire without doing any hard work, without working. That is what is gambling. Even in our Puranas, in our Mahabharata, we have seen how the wise people also lost while playing these games. Now they have become online games. And how and why government is allowing it, God knows. Play every day, every hour. Government is allowing it, encouraging it. On one side, on the other side, it says online games, gambling, and they want to bring out a policy, draft policy or daft, silly or nonsensical, that we are going to discuss. On one side, you are allowing the loot, you are allowing all innocents to get into that online gaming. On the other side, you say we are going to bring out a legislation. See the irony. Is this the government of the people, by the people, for the people? We have elected these representatives. Why? To make laws so that our welfare is intact and our development is accountable and transparent, and no question of looting our natural resources, so that a well-being, so that we can survive in a better way. But what is happening? Government is allowing such loot, whether it is cryptocurrency, now online gaming. Don't forget about COVID-19 and vaccines, that we will come back later. But this latest, this is the biggest scourge of the society. ये एक बड़ा महामारी है. ऑनलाइन जिस तरह गेमिंग की बात करते हैं, गैम्बलिंग की बात करते हैं, हमारे महाभारत में जिसमें चूत में किस तरह हमारे अच्छे लोग भी बर्बाद हो गए. एक साइड बोलती है ये बर्बादी है, और एक साइड सरकार ने इन सभी लोगों को खोल दिया. 24 घंटे 7 दिन आप कुछ भी खेलो, कुछ भी करो, और इससे हमारे नौजवान से लेके हर कोई ये सोच के कि मैं कमाऊंगा, बिना कोई मेहनत के रातों रात मैं अमीर हो जाऊंगा, और इस जाल में फंस के लोगों की जान जा रही है, और करोड़ों अरब करोड़ों रुपए बिना टैक्स के ये कहां जा रहा है और किसके हाथ में जा रहा है? क्या ये सही तरीका है कमाने का? और ये पैसा कहां से आया? इन्वेस्टमेंट क्या ये ड्रग मनी है या आर्म्स मनी है? इस तरह लोकतंत्र को खत्म करने की बड़ी साजिश हो रही है क्या? इज इट वे टू किल द डेमोक्रेसी बाय engaging people in unlawful methods? Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Dr. Reddy, and thank you for setting the tone. You already told me that it's in Mahabharata. Actually, it predates Mahabharata. It is there in Rigveda itself, 10th chapter. Ode to the Dead, Yukta. Yukta Sukta. Then you have heard of King Nala, Nala and Damayanti. Nala. He
Mm.
was taught to play dice by Rituparna, King Rituparna, while going in his chariot. But in olden days, this was used to calculate the yield in an agriculture field or something like that. Probability theory is originating from this. So, theory of probability. And the subject of probability is also from this only. Uh, See, it is human to take risks. We are taking risk every day. For example, every time you do a show, you are taking a risk that it may be closed down. So you are also taking a risk. Probably you should be betting on that also now.
But
Uh,
here, at least, I'm not making illegal money. I'm not gaining illegal position. By God's grace, we are
uh,
providing good information, genuine information, correct information through wonderful guests like you, so that the people, the citizens, can understand and decide on themselves.
Correct. But like sometimes we look foolish, Dr. Reddy, because thinking about the amount of money that is being generated. Can you put down the first slide? I will show you
Yes,
that.
yes, yes, yes.
Today, there are 450 million users of the net, of the gaming sites. First slide. So, number of gaming sites is approximately 400 companies. This I am talking sometime in mid 2022. And per company, the investment ranges from 25 lakhs to 50 lakhs. And the major amount of the every company starts out with 1 lakh or subscribed capital, and slowly they make their way to 25 lakhs and 50 lakhs. The total number of people who are playing games online is somewhere around 450 million people, which means we are losing 450 million man hours if I assume that every person is playing only for 1 hour. We are losing 450 million man hours every day. Now, reported suicides. In the last 3 months alone, 22 people have committed suicide in five districts in Tamil Nadu. You want to know what is the turnover that they are doing? What turnover is targeted turnover is between 9 to 12 lakh crores per annum.
My God, huge.
Huge. Their profit is somewhere between 1 to 1.5 lakh crores.
Goodness. Nearly 10%.
I I came across some figures about 1 week back. One gaming company has paid 300 crores as advance tax. One company.
My God.
One company has paid 300 crores as advance tax. The Directorate of GST, Directorate of Intelligence, GST, they are estimating that there is 2.5 lakh crores GST which is not being paid by these online gaming
Goodness.
companies. And expected direct tax, if I take it as 300 crores per gaming company, it will easily cross 1 to 3 lakh crores, which means you and I need not have to pay any taxes. Probably we should tell Madam Finance Minister, please remove all income tax. You can collect it from the online gaming company. These
What?
people are making millions of rupees by just investing peanuts. Now you tell me, Dr. Reddy, for the risk that you are taking, shouldn't you be getting a similar return?
Naturally,
Ah.
I would
Then
always expect if I'm doing something good, the return also should be in good. But here, I think I'm getting blessings of the society. though they try to hack subscribers, viewers, people are. Someone called me from Kolkata and saying, "Sir, such wonderful shows with good guests, good topics. I see it everywhere in circulation. They keep on sharing. We get it. But when I go and watch your viewers, 20 viewers, subscribers minimum. What is this, sir?" Now you have to tell me. You have been a regular participant on this show, and how is that?
If I have to, if I have to tell you, if I have to tell you something, I'll say close down the show and take online gambling.
Okay.
Then maybe one part of your online gambling can be this part of the show.
Okay.
Hopefully,
You
some people may pay to see this show.
you mean
Now,
to say at least YouTube and Google will automatically open up my real subscriber strength, and they will show real viewers once I start
yes,
doing online gaming shows.
gaming
Maybe.
show.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
Chanakya in Ardhashastra, he was
You
a
want me
very
to play
wise person.
second slide? You want me
Chanakya.
to play?
Ah, yeah, you can change it to the next slide.
Is it the one?
Now, yeah, this is it. Chanakya was a very wise person. He knew that no matter what you tell people, they are still going to gamble. So what he did was he levied a tax on gambling. That was 30% tax in those
Hmm.
times. But one condition that he put was he said that this is dirty money.
Hmm.
This is money which is got by cheating people. So the
Hmm.
king should not use it for any developmental purposes. It should be used only for disasters and feeding poor people and all that.
Oh, wonderful.
Not for development purposes, not for the military, not for the army, because he says if this money comes into this, then the entire country will be spoiled.
Maybe
So
Mr.
he put
Modi
a
and Nirmala Sitharamanji is listening to you.
uh, probably they can use this money to prepare vaccines for corona or medicines for corona.
Now again, don't tell
That
vaccines.
I won't tell vaccines,
The
don't
biggest
worry.
scam of the century. Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
so now how do these people operate? Basically, they go in for cloud storage because large amounts of data is collected, and this they have to store it somewhere, server somewhere. Most of these people store it in the cloud. I'll come back. I am specifically saying cloud storage space. This is the main thing. Then some money is spent on development of apps and other software. These apps and software, they run on a software called a random number generator. Most of these apps have got this random number generator. Now, what is this random number generator is? You have a seed number, and from that seed number, you get any number of random numbers, 500,000, 10,000 numbers, random. But there is a small difficulty in this. And where is this random is number generator is used is it is used for shuffling the cards. When you go and download an app and start playing, what happens is there is a button called shuffle button. When you press the shuffle button, the cards gets shuffled and dealing. When you press the dealing button, the cards start dealing. Now this is supposed to be random, you know.
Okay.
Unlike physical games, where you have you played Rummy, Dr. Reddy?
Not that frequently. Yes, I do
But
have an idea.
you know how to play.
Hmm.
So when I shuffle the card and distribute it, now there are several ways of cheating in a physical game.
Hmm.
If you have seen that film Terence Hill, Trinity is still my name or Trinity. In those,
Hmm.
they show how they play cards and how they manipulate cards. Now, stacking the deck, marking the card, identifying distribution of cards, and all that. It is a very clever way of cheating people.
Yeah, our own Amitabh
To
Bachchan star,
avoid,
the Great Gambler movie is also there.
yeah, there some movies are there also, yes. But the problem is, to avoid that, these people brought in this random number generator. Now, you give that random generator, it is a mathematical algorithm. And if you give a number, that is the seed number. And depending upon the seed number, you will get the random number. And the cards are marked number 1 to XYZ number. And from these random numbers, in that order, the cards will be distributed. So if I know the seed number, I will be able to predict which card is going where.
Mhm.
So it is easy to manipulate it as far as the gaming side person is concerned. Now, these software, they have to be certified by recognized people, recognized labs, and
Oh,
against recognized standards.
mhm.
Actually, they have to be certified.
Mm.
Now, do we have certifying labs in this country? No, we don't. Most of these gaming people get their certificate from Australia, and since there is no national certifying standards available, they do it according to UK gaming laws. Or in other words, you don't have a law on your own. You have outsourced the certifying to a third country, and you have outsourced the standards to a fourth country. Now the third country will certify your apps and software based on the standards of some other country.
How ridiculous. Same like CIBIL, Credit
Same like
Information
civil.
Bureau of India Limited.
Yes, same like civil.
Banks
Then
are
you
using it,
have
but
bank
the
of
server is there in America. See how nonsensical.
America.
Modi and
Yes.
Sitaraman are sleeping. No political party speaks about it. Our
No
entire,
political party.
no, our entire economic structure is in US,
Correct.
controlled by CIBIL servers in USA. See, same thing. Bank employee, CIBIL score, CIBIL score. Who is regulating it? Servers in United States of America. Is
United
it
States.
something like that? No. The same. This also game standards. Some country are like
Correct.
Australia and others in UK. Something like that.
UK. UK. Then
Okay.
bank accounts. Now bank accounts, how do they operate? Now suppose I download an online gaming app. What
Mm,
happens is they ask me to upload, first accept their terms and conditions. Their terms and conditions are completely one-sided.
mm,
Uh, s- and once that is done, uh, they ask us to upload our KYC documents. KYC documents in the sense Aadhaar, whatever documents we submit to the banks.
mm,
They ask us to upload it. Once we have uploaded it, they open an ID in our name, e-wallet.
mm,
It is called an RC account or an e-wallet. They open an e-wallet and give it an ID number, and that is our ID number.
mm,
So I can have any username or ID as possible because the players are anonymous on the net.
mm.
Now, if I have got to play, now let us say that about 10,000 people are going to play a particular game on a particular site. So they have to put in their money. So they transfer money from their bank account into a single deposit account lying with the online gaming channels.
My
This
goodness.
is a consolidated account.
Mhm.
Every person's money goes into that particular consolidated account, and their e-wallets are just given a book entry saying that so much of money is there in your e-wallet, and you can play up to that level of money. Similarly, after at the end of a game, the winning the winning player's money lies and goes to an account called the withdrawal account, and that is also a consolidated account. 10,000 people are playing, so out of 10,000 people, 1 in 4, probably around 2,500 people, 2,000 or 2,500 people who have won the money, all their money goes into an account called the withdrawal account, and their e-wallet will reflect that winning in their e-wallets. It is just a book entry. The money is still lying with the online gaming site. Now, according to the terms and conditions, it is if you want to withdraw some money, you have to make a request to the company, and the company will authorize the withdrawal. Withdrawal is limited. There are limits to the amount of money that you can withdraw at any given time. You can't withdraw all your money. You must leave some money behind and do it. Now, in practice, what is happening is if people start withdrawing money, then the company finds a way to delay that withdrawal or deny it altogether, saying that your KYC is not correct, this is not correct, that is not correct, so on and so forth. So most of the time they don't get their winnings, but still they think that they have won so much and they have got 3 crores, 1 crore, 2 crores, 10 crores in their account, and so they are very rich. But actually it is not so. Out of the winnings, the company, the gaming company takes a certain amount of money as their commission. And apart from that, they charge an entry fee, they charge a service fee. So altogether, these are the sources of income for the company. Now, apart from this, what is not revealed by the company is that when you download an app, like I said, you agree to the terms and conditions. Now, what are the terms and conditions? The company will take whatever information that is available on your WhatsApp, on your phone or the device, all your contacts, your bank details, your personal details, your date of birth, your marital status, where you are working, what is your salary, your close contacts, all your personal details is taken by the company. Some of them, they say that they are taking it, they take it with permission. Most of it is being taken without any permission. And the second point in the terms and conditions is the company will use this data to give to third parties to target advertisements against you. So they are using your data to get some money from third parties for advertisement purpose. So this is another way of making money. Now, once you have downloaded the app, there are so many people like you who have downloaded apps. Now, what they will do is they can run a marketplace on that, depending upon what you require and all. So they can run an app-based marketing platform. So this is another way of making money. So, and this is apart from that interest on that withdrawal account as well as deposit account, the interest that gathers on the amounts parked there. Now, with all this personal data, what does the company do? They profile you. Why do they profile you? They profile you because they can then manipulate the software to ensure that you get cards which are not playable, or in other words, you start losing money regularly.
Okay, manipulation, maneuvering.
Manipulation, yes. Now, if the player is very clever, what he will do is he will hook up his system to an artificial intelligence and make the artificial intelligence play instead of him.
I think all the world will listen to your artificial intelligence usage. The best usage will be when the gaming companies start profiling players. You don't get good cards, you can hook up your artificial intelligence to another system and make artificial intelligence to play to combat it.
Right.
At least here, the artificial intelligence may be useful, unfortunately. Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
now I have told you that the random number generator is just an mathematical algorithm. If I have the seed number, I can determine the play of cards, what cards come where and how it is distributed and all that. So actually, really speaking, there are two types of random number generators. One is the true random number generator. This true random number generator works on the principles of the frequency of atmospheric noise and radio frequencies and all that, radio noise and all that. That will be truly random because nobody can predict what is the noise that is going to come next, at what frequency it is going to come next. So if I select a number, the frequency as a seed number, then my random will be truly random. But if I'm going to use a mathematical equation, the problem is with a simple computer, I can estimate what is, I can determine what is the number which is going to be generated by reverse calculating it. All that I want to know is the seed number. So there is a possibility that the random number generator can be compromised. When true random number generators are used, then you will have to go in only for, it can be explained only by entropy and quantum mechanics. It is not easy for anybody to determine what the next number will be. It is a very, very complicated calculations. But this mathematical algorithm that most of the gaming companies use, that is that is not infallible. It can be broken, it can be hacked into, or we can determine what is the random number that is going to be generated. And another problem is these random numbers which are generated by a pseudo random number generator, that has got a periodicity in the sense that after a certain time the first number will once again appear in the same order. So once I know the card and once I play the game for about say 5 sets or 6 sets, and depending upon what cards I receive, I can determine what is the seed is, and from there I can reverse engineer it back into find out what the mathematical algorithm is, which means I can predict what the cards the other players will be getting. So it is very easy to cheat. Now, certification of these algorithms, how do they certify it? They certify it by taking a number of samples, randomness. They check the randomness of a number of dealings of the software. But again, there is no guarantee that the certified software that I have given to them, when I bring it back, I will manipulate it and make it once again. We are very clever in that. We are supposed to be software super giants. Our people know coding very well. So there is no hard and fast rule for certifying. Okay, I get a certificate for my apps, but what is the guarantee that after the certificate I will not manipulate it? There is no check on that. And the entire terms and conditions, it is all one-sided. You accept it or you don't play at all. And they take everything from you. They take everything from you, including your right to approach the court in case of a dispute. If the company stops your winnings, you can't protest against it. If you protest against it, the company will remove you from its roles, from its membership. So it is all completely one-sided. So this is how the online gaming things operate. And for marketing, they target you via email, they target you via WhatsApp, they target you via advertisements, they use celebrity endorsements, then they even tempt you with money saying that we have opened an account, you can go ahead and play. Now my question is, if they have if they have opened an account in my name and deposited cash in it, and they are asking me to play, how have they checked my KYC? So without checking the KYC, are they allowing me to play? And in all these terms and conditions, they issue a disclaimer also saying that children are not supposed to play. But they do not have any surveillance or monitoring features in place which will identify a child who is playing. So, if your child has got access to your Aadhaar card or a PAN number or your bank account number and your cell phone then the child can log in your name and start playing. The online gaming companies do not have any surveillance mechanism to identify who is playing. Whether it is Dr. Reddy, whether it is Dr. Reddy's son or daughter, whether it is Dr. Reddy's friend Rajendran or Ravichandran, they will not be able to identify. They have got no means of authentication. So there's totally no surveillance. Now, because of this, there are several issues which now, how do they authenticate? Okay, now let me come according to their terms and conditions itself. Once I have uploaded my KYC norms, they don't authenticate it or validate it. They just find out from the bank if I have got an account in my name, and if it is that, they say it is authenticated. Now, how do they know that I am not using your Aadhaar card number and your PAN card number to open an account in your name and I start playing on that from your account? So you will ask me, how can you access my account? So I will tell you, I can access your account because you are already connected to Aadhaar and Aadhaar is hackable. Nigerians are using it. In the recent past OTP numbers, they have asked you OTP numbers and they have siphoned off money from your account. How are they doing it? It is like this only. It is for this purpose only. Now, what is happening is still a very serious thing is most of these companies have got cases against them. What is happening is somebody from somewhere telephones you and tells you that your account is some problem with the account. You have got an OTP, give the OTP. When you give the OTP, what these people do, they transfer money from some other scam, from some other illegal thing that they have made, and that money is put into your account, and from your account it goes into the withdrawal account of the online gaming, and there they play the game and take away the money. Direct laundering of money. And out of this, 10% goes to the online gaming as commission. Or in other words, the online gaming company is also part of the racket. The online gaming companies have now facilitated illegal transactions on their platform because of their lack of surveillance or security.
My goodness.
Now, like I said, profiling of players, manipulation of software, everything is happening. There is withdrawal. Somebody wants to withdraw money, he will not be able to withdraw money immediately. It will take time. Sometimes it can be denied also. Can you go to the next slide? So this is where the problem starts now. Addiction. Now, what is this addiction? How do you get addicted to internet gambling? See, what happens is in any addiction, why do you get addicted to something? The thing is, you get addicted because if something gives you a pleasure, let us say something, some thing that you're eating. Suppose you are eating and it gives you some sort of satisfaction, some sort of enjoyment. Then what happens is, inside the brain, there is a reward pathway formed of neurons that opens up, and there is a chemical called dopamine which is released in the brain, just like your adrenaline hormone. When you inject yourself with adrenaline, what happens is you get pumped up, blood rushes to the brain, your pupils dilate.
Ecstatic.
uh,
Ecstasy.
yes, ecstasy. Don't say ecstasy, that is also a drug. So just
Okay.
like that, dopamine, it is released in the brain, and it gives you the feeling of euphoria.
Yeah.
That dopamine gives you the feeling of euphoria. I think you should be explaining this better than me.
Yes.
So,
Float. You are afloat as if you are into your own world.
your own world. So, this addiction, now when there is an expectation of getting a huge, winning a huge jackpot, or winning some huge betting money, then my heartbeat goes up, adrenaline is pumped in, dopamine is released, I feel excited. Once that subsides, then I want to go back to that state again. I start playing again. Then I start playing again. Then I start playing again. And it goes on. I am addicted. Now, addition to this, already you know that because of this smartphone, because of this internet, people are getting addicted to the internet. People are getting addicted to WhatsApp. People are getting addicted to mobile phones and everything. So there is already an addiction on the internet. Now you add this addiction also, addiction to gambling. So you go to gambling, you go to the internet. When you go to the internet, you go to gambling. So one feeds on the other, and it is called. There is a new this thing called I think variable some variable ratio schedule theory or something like that. I
Hmm.
forgot that name of that that psychological disorder that is being it is called the variable ratio reinforcement theory,
Hmm.
where one addiction feeds on the other. Now, as far as the internet is concerned, now you at one point you have addiction to gambling or addiction to earning money very easily. Another
Hmm.
addiction is your internet itself. Another addiction is pornography. Another addiction is substance abuse, drugs, alcohol, etc. So all these addictions play upon one another, and finally, what happens is you start losing money, start losing your confidence, you start losing everything. Now, how do these online gaming applications keep a person addicted? Now, suppose you lose money, and because the online gaming platform knows what properties you have, they have profiled you, they have taken all your data, they know actually what is your net worth. So what they do is, suppose you lose money and you don't have any money to play, they give you the money to play. They call it as some bonus or discount or something like that, and they'll keep crediting it to your account so that you lose more and more money. Now, at some stage, when you lose too much money, now you have to borrow money to pay that loans. So immediately they put you onto loan sharks. And what are these loan sharks? They are nothing but loan applications. And loan applications has got the Chinese hand behind them. The Chinese are running the loan apps. Now, there is a serious doubt if the Chinese are funding online gaming platforms itself.
Goodness.
If the Chinese are funding online gaming, then it is being done with an intention of destroying the economy of this country.
But still our
You
country
fund online games. Yes, you fund online games. Your PUBG is a Chinese application.
yes.
Now you fund online games. People lose money. You advance them, give them loans at usurious rates of interest, 3%, 5%, 10%. If they are not able to pay, then you attack them through their contacts, through their families, disgrace them, destroy their reputation, and finally kill them. That is, finally make them commit suicide. And where does all this money go? It goes via cryptocurrencies back to China. Huge amounts of money are now going as cryptocurrency to China. And online gaming is one route through which this money is going. Now, two players can join together and play on the platform. Anyway, one player is going to win. So, what they do is launder money here. Money is sent to their accounts either by cash or through a third party account. From there, it is being sent to the online gaming platforms. You play games, either you win or your friend wins. Either way, you get your money back. Now it is legal because it has come through bank. You can always say, I played this game, I earned so much money. And you pay 30% tax on that, and everything becomes legal. So, this is one way of laundering money. And just imagine if 450 million people are playing online games in India, what is the production that is lost? What is the productivity that is lost? How many man hours are lost because of this? And what is the amount of money that people are spending for de-addiction? What is the money that people are spending for getting their loved ones back, children? Another thing is, when you don't have money, what do? You start crimes, petty crimes, chain snatching, breaking into houses, stealing small items, prostitution. When girls are involved, it becomes prostitution. So all these crimes starts going up once there is no control on that addiction. Finally, at some stage, you get disgusted with yourself and commit suicide. This is the way you destroy a company. You destroy a person, you destroy a society, and you destroy the country also. This is why I had filed a public interest litigation in Madras High Court. It is still pending there, asking them to either ban online gaming channels completely or at least regulate them. And for regulation, I have set some very stringent conditions on how to regulate them also. All this has been put in a public interest litigation and filed in the Madras High Court, and it is still pending.
Still pending, such an important issue.
Yes, Tamil Nadu government issued an ordinance some time back. Our governor is sitting on that ordinance without signing it. In the meantime, the online gaming platforms have got a stay on that ordinance from the Madras High Court. So, is it legal? Don't know. Is it illegal? Don't know. It is in a state of limbo. Trisanku Langam. The world of Trishanku.
Hanging,
Neither here nor there. Hanging.
hanging in the sky.
Can you go to the next? Can you go to the next slide? Now we come to the draft policy or the DAFT policy. Interesting. You know what is the law which is online gaming is being judged against? It is a gaming laws of 1867.
Goodness.
In 1867, I don't think the people there even thought that there could be something like the internet. There could be a technology like artificial intelligence or quantum computing which will play the games. I don't think they would have imagined that when they prepared that law, 1867 gaming laws. And three laws were then there are state gaming laws because gaming comes under entry 34 list 2 in the state schedule in the schedule, which means the states have got authority over it. Now the state gaming laws, every state has got a gaming law. Many states have passed act banning online games and gambling, and all the high courts have struck it down. Why? Because in 1967, 1982, and 1991 or 92, there were three court cases. You just imagine the ridiculousness of this entire thing, Dr. Reddy.
Yep.
Three cases in 1967, 1980s, and 1990s when there was no computers. Supreme Court. Now, these gaming laws were talking about betting and wagering, and it was mostly directed against horse riding. So, horse riding was a skill, so they used it. Now, what the Supreme Court said, games of skill will not be covered by the gaming laws. Which means gambling under the, if it for a game of skill like horse riding, or they declared rummy as a game of skill. I can understand rummy as a game of skill provided it is physically played. But when you're using artificial intelligence to play it, then how can it become a game of skill?
Ridiculous.
Now the Supreme Court has said any game of skill any game which has got a preponderance of skill over chance is legal. So
Then
every online gaming channel now says that they are giving only game of skills. Skill in what? Skill in manipulating the technology.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there is no skill involved in it at all.
Yes.
You can't go to court. See, remember one thing. If you lose a bet or you win a bet and somebody goes to court, it will not stand in court because the Indian Contract Act says that any dispute rising out of a wagering or a betting is void. Any agreement which is rising out of a betting or a wagering is void, which means the entire terms and conditions are void now. Which means there is no agreement at all.
Yeah.
Now,
Still
what
you
is
are
the
playing.
judiciary doing?
Still
What
you
is
are
the
playing.
judiciary doing? Yeah, still they are playing. So,
Still you are
is it a
losing
game
money
of
both sides.
is it a game of skill? Is it a game of chance? Or is it a game of technology? Nobody knows. Most of these companies who are offering these online games, they have registered in the register of companies as a private limited company with the main aim of business as software development. It is not even online games.
Okay.
Now, normally when you do something, for example, if you are going to start YouTube for news, you will have to apply to this under the digital this thing media act and get a permission from Press Council of India, or you have got to register yourself with some Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, get a press certificate also. You have rules for that. Who is the licensing authority for online gaming companies? I asked a few gaming companies where did they get their license from. You know what they told me? You show me the department which issues the license, I will take the license.
Yeah,
Which means they don't have a license to operate an online gaming system.
wonderful.
Day before yesterday, the government of India suddenly woke up and said that they are going to give a draft policy on regulation of online gaming these things. And what did that draft policy say? Well, you regulate it yourself. Self-regulating body. So tomorrow the government can tell tomorrow Pakistan can tell all the terrorist groups, boys, you start regulating yourself. We will form a self-regulating body of terrorists, and they will regulate all terrorist activities. Tomorrow our government can turn around and say, all smugglers join together and start regulating yourself. Self-regulating body. Or can
Ridiculous.
all liquor companies in Delhi join together and say, okay, we will regulate ourselves? We will not pay any bribes. There must be some sense in what the government is doing. They cannot treat online gaming sites as a social media and tell them you have to regulate yourself.
Hmm.
How do you ask a thief to regulate himself? What will he do? Is he going to say, okay, from tomorrow onwards, I will do ethical robbery? I will rob only from people who have money. This is a set of absurdity. Then the government says that you will use only certified softwares and apps. Certified by whom? You don't even have a lab to certify them. Certify against what standards? You don't have any standards. So what do you have to do for these standards? Oh, the self-regulating body will set these standards. Or the thief will set his own standards on what to rob and how to rob, where to rob, from whom to rob. And he will do according to that. Now under GST, if it is a game of chance, it is 28%. If it is a game of skill, it is 18%. Where is the question of game of skill or chance? This is a game of technology. What is the percentage that you are going to levy on them? And I am not talking in terms of 10 crores, 20 crores, or 100 crores, or even 1000 crores. I am talking in terms of lakhs of crores.
Hmm.
The problem is this lobby, online gaming lobby, is now so powerful. My feeling is that they have purchased all the parties in the country.
My God. Like pharmacy and insurance.
Yes. Everybody is on the payrolls. Otherwise, this sort of ordinance, this sort of draft policy should not have been issued by the government at all. I don't know. Probably a few months back I read a list about electoral bonds, opaque electoral bonds. 72% of the electoral bonds was given to BJP. The rest of it through Congress and other parties. Now I want to know how much of money in these electoral bonds were paid by the online gaming. Who is going to tell me that?
They've made it opaque. You cannot source it. All political
Uh,
parties supported this.
So, so what happens now? Now we have a platform, online gaming platform, which is unregulated, which is not monitored, and which is not licensed, doing turnover of crores of rupees and playing with the life of the ordinary citizen. Now we have a platform which has become a financial market, a sort of illegal financial market for financial transactions. It is unregulated. There is no monitoring. And the government does not have the facilities or resources or even an idea of what to monitor. That is why they have said this. You regulate yourself. When Government of India gave the self-regulation policy to the media, Press Council of India, we have seen how the Press Council of India is working. With due respects to you, Dr. Reddy, you are a journalist. I should not be talking about this to you.
No, no, no. Let us speak truth. What is there?
Uh,
Truth is truth.
did,
No question.
was the Press Council of India able to regulate the press? No. It permitted a lot of defamatory articles, defamatory opinions in the name of press freedom. Now, what is the guarantee that the online gaming system will not go the same way? Except that at least in case of Press Council of India, money was not involved. Here, huge amounts of money are being involved. I am talking in terms of lakhs of crores. Who is benefiting out of all this? Now, through your channel, I must appeal to the people. Don't play. Don't risk your life. The government is not here to take care of you. They have given a free license to online gaming systems, asking them to keep their shops open 24/7, which means you can play all day, every day. And what the government can say is play responsibly. That's all. And with that regulation, the government's regulation job is over. And if you get into problems, you are to be blamed. Where do we go from here? Up to you, Dr. Reddy. Please tell your viewers.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And I don't think you can have a better picture than this. Better picture than this. Wonderful presentation. Hats off to you, sir. Made it very simple, discreet, and neat. And now what shall we? What should people do now when government, like cryptocurrency, we don't know whether it is drug money, weapons money, or some other illegal black money from some country, you are charging 30% tax. The same with online games. How shall we look into this scenario in a common man's
See,
perspective?
my only appeal to people is please sensitize yourself on the dangers of online gaming. Apart from you, first protect yourself, protect your children, protect your family, protect all your friends. If they get into this addiction, then it is going to destroy themselves and everybody near and dear to them. Don't lend money to any friend who is playing online games. Strict. Watch your children, whether they are indulging in some online gaming and all that. Sensitize other people. If you can share this information that Dr. Reddy has given on this show to as many people as possible. I don't think Dr. Reddy will charge you for anything for this.
They can
He will
always
be happy
download.
if you subscribe. He will be happy if you subscribe for it, but that is different.
Let them download.
So
Let them
yes,
download this video and share it across. Let them
yes, ask
understand
them to share this. Yes,
what this game
this
is all
is
about.
or they can share the link also so that more people can watch this show and find out. And if they have got any objections to that, please let Dr. Reddy know. And if there is any issues, then maybe I can address them also.
Yes.
My number is known to Dr. Reddy. He can always give you my number and ask you to contact me directly. I will also be happy to help you out in this. But for heaven's sake, don't go online and start gaming, because you will only be cheating yourself. You are not going to win any money at the end of the day. Let me make it very, very clear. Gaming platforms are here for their profit, not for you making money. Promises are plenty, but you will be just chasing the rainbow. You will not be able to catch it. And in that process, you will lose everything that you have. Sensitize people around you, and please take this around. Thank you, Dr. Reddy.
बस यही है आज हमारे से। आप जानकार हो जाइए, डाउनलोड भी कीजिए। ऑनलाइन गेम्स कतई ही मत खेलिए, ना जो खेलना चाहते हैं उनको पैसे दीजिए, और अपने बच्चों को सुरक्षित रखिए, अपने संसार को सुरक्षित रखिए, वरना ये आपको खा जाएगा, आपके कुटुंब को खा जाएगा, समाज को खा जाएगा, राष्ट्र और देश को खा जाएगा। क्या हम उसका हिस्सा बनना चाहते हो? यही अपील करते हैं रविचंद्रन जी और हम DRTSPR चैनल से, क्योंकि ये गैर कानूनी है और सरकार जो है अपने जिम्मे पे छोड़ दिया है। हम जिम्मेदार है अपनी बर्बादी के। ऐसे लोग हम चुनते हैं, ऐसे पार्टियों को हम चुनते हैं जो हमारी सुरक्षा के बदला ऑनलाइन गेमिंग कंपनीज, इसके पहले फार्मेसी इंश्योरेंस, जिस तरह वो लोग और क्रिप्टो करेंसी से जो पैसा आ रहा है, जिस तरह उनको सुरक्षित रखा है, आज ऑनलाइन कंपनीज को सुरक्षित रखा है। इसीलिए हम कह रहे हैं, जो भी आप राजनीतिक दल को, बीजेपी से लेके कांग्रेस से लेके या TRS BRS बना या कम्युनिस्ट पार्टीज या कोई आम आदमी पार्टी, कोई भी पार्टी लो, क्या आज कौन सी कंपनी, फार्मेसी है, इंश्योरेंस है, क्रिप्टो करेंसी कंपनी या ऑनलाइन कंपनी, कितना पैसा उनको दे रहा है? अदानी हो या अंबानी हो, कितना पैसा उनको दे रहा है? आपको कुछ पता है? जानकारी नहीं रहेगी, जानकारी नहीं आएगी, क्योंकि ऐसे कानून पूरे राजनीतिक दल मिलकर बनाया कोविड-19 के समय, ताकि हमको कौन सी कंपनी, ऑनलाइन गेमिंग कंपनी है या क्रिप्टो करेंसी या अदानी अंबानी या कोई कारपोरेट कंपनी, फार्मेसी इंश्योरेंस, कितना पैसा कौन से राजनीतिक दल को दे रहा, आपको कुछ नहीं पता। इसीलिए ये लोग हम जैसे नागरिक को सुरक्षित नहीं रखना चाहते हैं। ये जानकारी आपको काफी है, क्योंकि आप अपने आप को रक्षा करके अपने फैमिली को रक्षा कीजिए, ताकि आप बच जाएंगे इससे। वरना कितने लोग तमिलनाडु में पिछले 3 महीनों में 22 के ऊपर लोग खुदकुशी की है। तो जानकारी ने हम दिया है और जिम्मेदारी आपकी है। आप सोचिए और इसको डाउनलोड कीजिए। DRTSPR चैनल्स हो, सिटीजन DRTSPR चैनल्स हो या एनवायरमेंट पीपल DRTSPR चैनल, इसको सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए। खासकर आज का लिंक जो भी है आप शेयर कीजिए, डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं। और आपको कोई इसमें दिक्कत है, आप फिर विचार करने के लिए हमारे अतिथि के साथ आप आ सकते हैं। हम लाइव शो में आपको तुरंत लेंगे। हम पहले से कह रहे हैं कि हम प्रजा हित में ही काम करेंगे। Yes, sir. Any other passing comment before we say bye?
Only passing comment is, if they encourage online gaming, probably we will become a 5 trillion economy in a very short time, 1 year, 2 years.
5 trillion economy, but all the citizens suffer.
But that is different. You want only 5 trillion economy, you will get a 5 trillion economy. To hell with the citizens.
To hell with the citizens. नागरिक भाड़ में जाए, लेकिन हम 5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी बन जाएंगे 2 साल में। इस तरह ऑनलाइन गेमिंग, इस तरह क्रिप्टो करेंसी, वो कौन सी पैसा है? ड्रग का पैसा है, माफिया का पैसा है या आर्म्स का पैसा है? आपको पता नहीं। और ऑनलाइन गेम कंपनी कहाँ है, क्या है? इसके सर्वर्स आप देख रहे हैं किधर है? ऑस्ट्रेलिया में एक, यूके में एक, और हमारे सिविल बैंक में भी हम जब जाते हैं सिविल स्कोर मांगते, पूछिए इन बैंकर से और प्रधानमंत्री से और हमारी वित्त मंत्री से, कहाँ है सिविल का सर्वर? अमेरिका में है। तो हम गिरवी रख चुके हैं हमको ये लोग। इसीलिए आप जानकार हो जाइए, समझदार हो जाइए, सही समाचार प्राप्त कीजिए। अगर हम गलत है, आप हमको गलत साबित कर सकते हैं। हम आपको आमंत्रित करते हैं शो पे। You can prove us wrong. We are providing you information, true information. Sibil servers, bank say Sibil score, they are in America. Now online gaming, You have seen standards in Australia and other server in UK. You are being controlled. So like that, we are providing you genuine information that our lives are in the hands of some other countries already. Now, through online gaming, if you are losing your money, your peace of mind, your family's reputation, and your family's properties, you are only responsible. That is why government says you regulate yourself, because the money which every political party is getting now, electoral bonds, it is very opaque. Whether online gaming company, cryptocurrency company, Adani Ambani, or pharma or insurance company, who is paying which party how much money, now you cannot secure it. This is the biggest attack on our democracy which these political parties have done during COVID. किसी को पता है? आप ये लोग, हम चुनते हैं इनको और हम राजा हैं, हम संविधान है. We are this constitution, we elect them. But see, these political parties have made a policy. They have come out with a law, new law passed by parliament, supported by all political parties. इन्होंने कानून बनाया पूरे राजनीतिक दल एक होकर कोविड-19 के टाइम में, ताकि कौन से कंपनी कितना पैसा कौन से राजनीतिक दल को दे रहा हमको कुछ पता नहीं, और हमको वो समाचार भी नहीं देंगे. They will not provide you any information as to which company or which corporate company, which online company is paying how much to this political party or that political party. Is it not nonsense? That is why we said draft or daft, silly policy or nonsensical policy. Because when they are cheating, when they are looting the people, how can governments keep quiet? That is why we say every citizen should become responsible. Don't you think you are making your life through hard-earned means, using your intelligence, studying well? Then how are you allowing these companies to loot you? What is happening to your mind, intent? Be careful with your children, with your family members. Otherwise, you are a gone case. You do not even know when who is digging, because once they get addicted, addiction is a big thing like drugs. This addiction is going to ruin families. 22 of them have already committed suicide in Tamil Nadu last 3 to 4 months, and don't know what are the figures across India. You have seen PUBG games and all these things. China was behind. Now the same China, is it behind? You are seeing only border skirmishes, but the way they are operating online, why central government headed by Modi or political parties, BRS like KCR or any other communist parties by Vijay, and why are they keeping quiet? Allowing loot of our resources. It is left to you. We have provided information. You can challenge us, prove us wrong. We will invite you for a live discussion with the honorable guests. But do support DRTSPR channels, Citizen DRTSPR channel, Environment People DRTSPR channels, because they are all in larger public interest with wonderful guests trying to sensitize you with wonderful information, purely evidence based as per rule of law. Rest is left for you, the citizens, because you are a constitutional authority to decide. Thank you very much, sir. Take care. And we will definitely repeat this, because the show is for not just for the Indians, but first for the Indians, for the rest of the world too. Thank you. Sukha Nidra Shubharatri. If you understand what we have been daily giving you, regular shows, regular information, if you can understand that information, and if you imbibe that, so that you can be safe, you can protect your family, society, your state and country at large, then I would always say Sukha Nidra Shubha Ratri. Bye, sir.